Okay, so this video is going to be a little lengthy. I've never tried a long form video, so I'm going to try it this time. I am wanting to do a little bit more content creating compared to my normal prop making. So for some reason in my head, I've wanted to make this popsicle. I don't know, what do y'all call it? I think it's the old school rocket popsicle. I don't know what else to call it. Sorry, the phone fell. But all I did was trace the top part onto my phone. And I'm trying to cut it down to the same exact size of my line. So you'll see me pull this back out because it doesn't line up with my line. I'll pull it back out and readjust it. And then we'll just recut. And you see now I'm touching to the size that it needs to be. Because the next part, I want to be able to cut out this shape from the top. Make it drop. Just kidding. Don't make nothing drop. So with it being this tall of a piece, it's a little difficult to cut and keep straight at the same time. You'll see me questioning, what am I doing? Because, yeah, it's difficult. I have to hold the bottom and the top at the same time. I'm working my way around, and I am not on these lines that I'm supposed to be on. So eventually, I'm just going to go into a circle. The thing about the hot wire table is that you can't keep the wire on the same space for a very long time. It'll burn a hole through your project. So here I am just going on the outside lines because it was not working for what I needed it to do. And the table actually comes with a circular piece for me to cut circular pieces. Where that piece is, yeah, I don't know. I turned off the table too soon. Now I have to try to get this off. So in this instance, when I'm cutting out 3D items, I normally put the pieces back that I cut. This one, I cannot do that because I did not square off the way it needed to be. So what I'm going to do is just remove all of the extra pieces and then just draw my pointy area on the top of it after I cut these extra little lines that I did not go in and cut originally. And from there, I'm just going to find my center point and try to round it off. I'm just trying to get the same exact point that I made up top. At the beginning. So I'm just freestyling about how big everything needs to be. So when I sand, it needs to come here. And I'm just going to take it all the way around. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my brush and get to work because it's a lot of carving down to do. Now, I probably could have just used the hot wire table to dig down to the way I want it to look. But I'm a manual type of person. I like to do everything, sadly, by hand. So I have more control because I don't want to make any mistakes Maybe I just like getting my exercise in. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever the case may be, well, I'm just digging down into this piece, trying to get that circular motion at the top. And you'll see me switch tools back and forth to achieve to achieve the circle that I'm trying to get. So right now I'm just using the wire brush all the way around. And then we're just going to smooth it out to give that rocket tip shape. And you can see where we started from. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Okay, I gotta work on my jokes. But anyways, I'm just taking the sandpaper and leveling it off just to get it like that shape that I see that I've drawn. So I'll have to come down some more. Just work our way down. Because right now it looks like a short stub pencil. And that's not the look that I'm going for. Okay, so when you're drawing with the projector, that's why I think I messed up on this popsicle stick and I may have to cut another one. You want to keep the same image that you had originally on top of, you want to make sure that it remains the same size. Because when I drew this, I didn't realize that it's bigger than the first one that I had. So I just wanted the shape. I was going to go back and perfect it later. But now that I'm looking at the overall popsicle size, it looks entirely too big. So I'm just using a straight edge and a old piece of wood that I found around the shop. Just using this straight edge to create the line. And then I will use my circular brush over there to get the circular piece that I need to round off at the bottom. I saw this brush had several circles that I was looking for anyways, so I'm just going to trace one of those. And then just prepare to cut. Now, mind you, I haven't cut with a jigsaw in years. And on top of that, my favorite jigsaw that I started out with has finally gone out on me. My baby gone. My DeWalt is gone. But surprisingly, this Craftsman it's really good. I'm loving it. I really like it. Besides the fact, like I said, I haven't cut with a jigsaw in years because normally the laser is fired up. But yeah, we're going to get this piece cut out. And yeah, I told myself I wanted to start creating little pieces that I could sell. Or, I mean, even just content pieces that hopefully get me a little bit more recognition like I used to get. Don't know what happened, but we're going to work our way back to it. We're going to work our way back to it. Like I see all the candy pieces that people are cutting out. I see this one girl is really good with the Carmex. I don't know if y'all seen her. I have to find the name of her page, but she makes these incredible little pieces out of Carmex, and and she also does like a revamp of her keyboard pieces, like the laptop keyboard pieces or computer keyboard pieces. I'm talking about that is some awesome work. So I guess I'm just gonna play around with foam pieces to see what I can make. There's another creator that has the balloon table. He has made a ice cream sandwich table. Listen, I could do all that. I'm just sitting back, not doing anything, twiddling my thumbs, wishing I was doing. And I guess this is the first project that I've done in a long time that's actually for me. So here I am pushing out this content, y'all. So yeah, like I said, this was an old piece of wood that I found. So I'm just sanding off the gunk of the extra paint, the extra stuff that got on it, and I'm just smoothing it. And like I said, I think this is too big, and I'm probably going to keep it because it's my first piece. Yeah, you can see that looks a little big, but like I said, I'm going to keep it. It's all right. It's the first piece that I've created in a long time that's just mine. So I'm going to probably dip it in epoxy. I'm trying to figure out the best way to just paint all three colors because I want it to look drippy. So I'll probably paint it the three different colors and then wet the epoxy. Wet it in epoxy. So like the blue, the white, and then the red at the very tip. I'm excited. So this is just the first part of the video. I haven't gotten a chance to epoxy it yet. But stay tuned, watch, like, comment. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm here, I'm listening. Okay, so for this next part, I am just scaling or drawing the width onto the actual piece of this popsicle stick. So hopefully y'all can see it a little bit better. But look how thick that thing is. What was I thinking? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just tracing it all the way around. And I will use a blade to cut it out. And there are plenty of different tools that you could use. But like I said, I'm just a manual type of girl. Just give me the blade and I will cut it myself. I think this blade was too little. So I ended up having to get another one. Yeah, I definitely needed it to be thicker to get those clumps of foam out. And I said it was too long, so I'm trying to cut it down some. Okay, and so now I'm just taking some of this putty and filling in the lines, filling in to make everything smooth and easy to paint. I could have left it in its original state, but like I said, I wanted it to look nice and smooth. So I will put this along. All right, y'all, stay on the lookout for part 2. And we out. Till next time.